We are going to be watching Parrying the Lightning Tyrannosaurus. Did I say that right? Tyrannosaurus, so I can eat him and wear his skin. Nice. By MAX0R.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, YouTube. Hi. What if I told you? Hi, YouTube. Okay. That's starting. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Moses is gonna remember it. Shut up.
What if I told
We
you?
ain't. Wait,
that-
actually, can you guys hear it? I just realized. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it?
Hi.
No. She won't. Excuse me? There's no basement. That is a false information. Okay.
What if I told you that there was a genre of game?
Yes.
I know, very hard to believe. Entirely revolving around the premise of beating up random animals with comically oversized hammers and machine guns. A game genre containing incredibly complex progression that is slightly too specific at times. A wide selection of weapons ranging from the man-sized revolvers to the literal chainsaw. The ability to play as Akuma from Street Fighter for some reason, despite the notable lack of streets.
very
and the capability to see the gigantic oncoming lightning Tyrannosaurus and then decide that you want to parry it. Oh my god! Free dopamine. You would probably respond with a great deal of enthusiasm, and I would probably respond by telling you that there is
only assholes. What was that about? See, I know this now. I know this. What do you actually call this? Holy shit! I know this tip now. Come on, where is it? Anal sex? No way. The only assholes I deal with work in what the heck?
And I would probably respond by telling you that there is exactly one game series in the autism extinction genre, and I sincerely hope that your computer can actually render it.
Oh man,
Monster Hunter Wilds Animal Cruelty Edition is a very complicated game to explain, both in a mechanical sense as well as a moral and ethical one.
Moral and ethical?
Any hangups regarding the maltreatment of various vertebrates with the assurance that life always finds a way. And so will my comically oversized gun, finding its way directly into this white devil's occipital lobe. In this game, we play as the mysterious, unthinking pestilence known as the human race, seeking out every variety of amazing and charismatic megafauna with the ultimate goal of gaining a newfound respect for the color of their insides and peacefully relocating them directly into the pit of hell where they belong. Taking place in the hostile and chaotic wasteland of the outside world, we will have to brave great fires, momentous floods, lightning storms, and an utterly insane amount of GPU load, all for the privilege of destroying the local environment as much as humanly possible. Along the way, overcoming many varieties of terrifying creatures unknown to God.
Bro,
ranging from the gigantic living police taser to
Shu actually looks like I don't know if I've ever told you this, but like Shu looks like a Lovecraftian horror
the exploding dragon that is made out of Elmer's glue. And yes, unfortunately, I do have to be the bearer of bad news when I say that nobody cares about the story of this game because they are too busy wondering what the inside of a saltwater crocodile looks like.
Why did I read Australian one?
So I will be summarizing the entire plot of this
Australia
philosophical masterpiece by saying that it is the story of Pinocchio devouring thousands of bodies so he can finally become a real boy and finally experience real pain. No, you don't understand. He just wants to be a real boy. He just wants to live. I love killing people and eating their bodies. I'm getting a little bit theatrical here, but the game is about beating up animals with random Japanese people, so let's just begin from the start.
No way.
So first of all,
No way,
because I
Max
know it's going to be a
Steve.
big point of contention, yes, Monster Hunter Wilds will feature monsters in it. Monsters who only play a small part in a large and delicately balanced ecosystem, shaped by millions of years of evolution, which unfortunately did not factor in that a bunch of random bald chimpanzees would eventually figure out how to sharpen rocks. So that situation is going to be changing soon. And if the game simply has to have monsters in it, they might as well be dead. But to peacefully relocate such charismatic megafauna onto my face and my cock, we have to first get into the mindset of our distant ancestors and tap into man's primordial instinct to kill every single animal that is larger than ourselves. You see, humans are what we call persistence hunters, which means that we kill by running down our prey for so long, it will beg us for death. And for reference, our closest competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. We run an annual marathon against horses, and sometimes the people win. So whenever you mount your gigantic bird that you cannot legally get a DUI on, I want you to think very hard about how we domesticated that shit. Because it wasn't done by stopping and resting. Imagine for a moment that you are this gigantic rooster, and I am a ravenously hungry Filipino family. After a long and strenuous front.
Wait a minute! Filipino mention? Question mark!
And I am a ravenously hungry Filipino family. After a long and strenuous frontal lobotomy, you run away as far as you possibly can, with every single escape being a desperate sprint that takes the cumulative energy of 15 dead Aurochs. Meanwhile, the player is casually running an entire marathon by slamming down individual cabbages and using his sweat to radiate the heat equivalent of the fucking sun. Christ is alive on Earth, and he is very hungry.
What?
And while we're on the topic of discussing biology, which this game treats as less of a suggestion and more like a restraining order, every monster in Wilds behaves and operates just like a real animal. Impressively stupid and incredibly likely to get shot by something. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Bro got hit with that Costco rotisserie chicken. Usually both at once. And just like real animals that breathe ice and have gigantic laser beams, these wonderful beasts are extremely territorial, even going so far as to pick random fights while you are in the process of killing them. We are trying to stab you! That is a completely unrelated animal! Every single time, without exception. They are not showing this shit on National Geographic, dude. This lightning lizard may be missing most of his tendons and probably half his skull, but by God, he is absolutely going for that shit. And honestly, at this point, I am pretty convinced that most of them don't even need to do this because they're just in it for the love of the game. I was thinking I could play soon. You guys chill over there for now. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. Bro's got beef with my chronic alcoholism. Actually. Oh my god, I just killed this. It's not yours. Wait, oh, I forgot to go. I gotta go. We fucking did it, guys. I want to thank everyone who gave their lives for my 3 Guardian Fulgur gems. These belligerent buffalo are also similar to their real-life counterparts in that each one has a natural habitat, 6 feet underneath the ground, with some residing in a multitude of unique environments, while others are severely endangered species whose endemic habitat consists entirely of a single room. Oh fuck, Ice Dragon's got hands.
Oh, are you trapped, Max?
No, I'm actually doing pretty well right now. Thanks for asking, though.
Dude, this is like he builds like a fucking snow fort like Squidward.
Oh my fucking god, what is Squidward doing? Not that I had anything to do with that.
Bro, actually, I have not. I forgot. There was like some dual blade moment there, right? And like a swags that you can counter the whole Jindahan.
Why is the pink gorilla, whose entire diet consists of mushrooms and honey, also found in the biological weapons repository? Congolalas be like, where are the hoes at? My brother in Christ, this is a nuclear weapons testing facility. There are no hoes here.
No, don't hurt him. He's just a boy. Leave him alone.
We will return to the subject at a different time. Also, did I mention that the monsters can vary in size a lot?
Yo, that is a... Look how big he is! Look how big he is!
Why is he so... Oh my god! Dude, he's getting mocked! You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. I'm really glad we can include a cock size comparison in this video. But on the subject of extremely funny animal abuse, you will notice that this game has a distinct lack of health bars. Because the main way of keeping tabs on our prey is by judging how many times they have tried to escape us, and by counting the amount of broken bones they have. Oh my god, left wing destroyed. I just really like the idea of like Ben Shapiro just getting on an airplane and screaming left wing destroyed and the fucking plane crashes. If the pilot doesn't show me his pronouns, I'm jumping off that fucking plane. Slowly and painfully torturing them to death over 20 miles until you decide to put them out of their misery.
And
so
those
are the lucky
bully,
ones.
honestly.
Because optionally, capturing the monsters for later use in my circus will always give us more body parts than skinning them, including but not limited to their skulls and limbs. The only logical conclusion being that every time we capture a monster, we are literally disassembling them. And the smarter the animal, the greater the agony you can feel when I capture its heart from its still living body. Do you know how much oil you could produce by pressing an engine act together? So aside from just the raw thrill of putting a living being through the process of sustained simian suffering, why do we even bother hunting the monsters? And what is there to gain besides the continued operation of my Chinese wet market? The answer, of course, is their skin. I promise I am going somewhere with this. Apes are like the uncanny valley of animals.
Is that why you rip their skulls out and wear them, Max?
Yes. I'm gonna fucking traumatize a child.
And
next
where's
Halloween.
an
I'm gonna run up to them with this mask and be like,
armor?
your mom is dead. You're in hell. Your mom is dead. You're in hell. You see, the basic gameplay loop of
What is
Angry
his
Birds
name?
is
I
essentially
forgot.
to find new and amazing animals
Rompopolo,
to
yeah.
turn inside out, and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines. Then use those intestines to hunt
Oh my
bigger
God,
and
so
better
many
monsters, so we can
so
further
many
contribute to the
impact
endangered species
fun
list.
words, bro.
Imagine
What
for a
the
moment
fuck?
that you and your friends are trying to build you a level 1 talisman of mushroom consumption, so you go and kill the
I have
giant
never
farting
used
monkey to put his
Mushroom
teeth
Mancer
in.
for my-
When your
for
friend
my
tells you that he
builds,
needs to build a rarity 6 Rathian bow, so he can later construct his level 8 Goo Goo Magaga Dragon Penetrant.
Goo Goo Magaga.
So you go and kill both
Goo Goo
genders
baby.
of that monster, and then another
Mention.
friend is like, hey, can we fuck up the lightning T-Rex while we're at it? I need to specifically cut out his nose bone 4 times to construct my Guardian Fulgur Anjanath Beta helmet. That way I can sync it with the skill I got from farming the cracked out nuclear dragon 30 times in a row. So you do that,
Yeah,
and then the
true.
previous friend just goes like, never mind guys, we need to kill the evil-ass metal lizard for my second hunting horn called Precipice Covira, so I can spend a grand total of 60
That
more
was so
seconds every hunt
cool.
combining
Wait,
that with the
what the
fucking
fuck?
war bongos. And after about
I
40
have
more
not
hours of
seen
this,
that
you are officially
on
fighting
Endgame.
God, and you have every
Yeah!
single hunting horn buff known to mankind. That would be the
What the fuck?
intended experience. Therefore,
Elon
one of the
Musk
most
salute-
important customization options in Barry Potter and the Sorcerer's Gun is the construction of a meticulously crafted build, containing within it the bones of an
Gemma is
entire
a fucking
ecosystem.
joke. Wait a
alongside-
minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna pause it for that. What the heck do you mean? Inverts your bones. Oh my god, if I actually go frame by frame, there's like a lot of words that I can't catch up on. Wait, where's Gemma? Where's
Bones
the
of an
Gemma
entire
mention?
ecosystem, alongside a
I dumb?
myriad of highly
Where was
useful
that?
and effective skill
You know what,
builds,
never mind.
like the fast food build, the eating less build, the eating for free build, the grilling build. I don't know why so many of these are related to eating. The resistance to
Gordon
farting
Ramsay,
build,
what?
the shooting people build, just in case you are hunting in the streets, the bleed resistance build, when only one guy sometimes does bleed damage, the build where you do not hear
Wait, is Odogaron actually the only one that has bleeding damage?
things, the build
Bruh,
where you do
I
more
just
damage
realized.
as long as you are covered in soap, the build where you get resistance against impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams, and lest we forget the mushroom consumption build, which is actually a really good skill to have if you can just memorize the exact buffs and utility of every single mushroom.
Max, you have to stop the mushroom.
Oh,
It's coming far
Steve!
too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
Shut up, it's good.
Because I don't
promise
get
you it's
hit by
good.
Steve.
You are going to feel
That's
so
why
much
I don't
pain when
know.
I'm done
That's
tripping the
right.
fuck out. Speaking
That's
of
right,
eating
that's
material
right.
that we do not yet fully understand, as you can tell by the plethora of skills dedicated to it, eating in this game is considered a very important game mechanic. Not just for the skills
Yeah,
they
that's
offer,
why
but
they
also
upped
for your basic
their
biological functions.
animation,
Your body
the
is a
graphic,
helicopter powered by
for real.
dead chickens, and you will be one shot by one if you do not eat.
I
So
don't
while
even
you
have
do
that
have
much
the option of making
ingredients in it,
yourself a
honestly.
bespoke amalgamation of calories in which you disgustingly glaze a cabbage with
Wait. Oh my god. There's so many words that I'm missing. I think, guys, for everybody who enjoys maxor, do you guys enjoy it if you like just play it frame by frame? Keep up! I know now that my attention span in longer videos is okay-ish, but like fast-paced ones, maybe not. I don't know. I have like singular brain cell for this, that's for sure. I think an onion that makes you stupid.
in which you disgustingly glaze
God
a
damn
cabbage
it.
with honey and
Why
feed
not?
it to
Long
the
time
void.
no see,
We are
what
going to be doing our best to have our meals made for us in frankly unnecessary detail, the proper way.
Ew!
Delivered exclusively by sentient cats who are
Disgusting
all forced to
silk
seek employment in
food.
my kitchens for company scrip. Racial
God.
segregation has
I don't believe that you guys can even like read all of that. No way. Having a fucking Caesar in the background because I dare to make their food in
and
less than
feed it
6
to the
hours.
void. We are going to be doing our best to have our meals made for us in frankly
your
unnecessary
disgusting,
detail, the
unflavored
proper
slop.
way. Delivered exclusively by sentient cats who are all forced to seek employment in my kitchens for company scrip. Racial
that was
segregation
so
has
fast,
never
I
been
would
so delicious. But by far my
Okay.
favorite tasting consumable for use in
Gamer
rapidly
subs,
filling my
no way.
stamina bar is a special item sold
No
only
way.
in the description store called Gamer Sups Energy Drinks. Now officially and only drinkable using the limited edition
right.
MAX0R cup.
Is this
officially
an
and only
ad?
available on the limited edition MAX0R mousepad. I will be checking your house for compliance, because when making high quality and eloquently designed MAX0R merchandise, I wanted to communicate exactly what it looks like when you edit videos for 10 hours a day and it slowly consumes your life, eventually eating away at all the silence and darkness in the world until your existence is naught but a broad streak of neon light. So for that specific reason, I made sure that the mousepad glows. And when I need to negate the damage sustained to my health bar, I drink my GamerSubs energy from the limited edition MAX0R cup. Unlike some other products, you will be able to take it outside and show your family. So use code MAXor with a 0 at the description store for money off my cup and giant-ass mousepad. Because much like the now extinct Chotacabra, once it is gone, it is never coming back. Also, did I mention that you can just casually begin eating and drinking directly in front of the monsters in this game? Okay, enjoy the fight, fellas. I've got some grilling to do.
God, there were words! Don't tell me you guys saw all of that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't tell me you guys saw all of that. Oh, hello, nice guy.
I am gonna go make ramen. Be right back. Don't die or something. I don't know.
I'm dying for like losing all of my brain cell, probably. The fuck are these food skills though? Seriously, like what is going on? The game? The game does not tell you what the fuck tumbler meal is. You know what? That is fair. You're right, bro. What the fuck?
Max, you fucking grilling right now?
Yes,
that's right.
Glaze that shit. It is so delicious. You guys are doing great, by the way. It is so good, though.
The average hunting
Oh. Anyways, back to the fight.
The words are there to make people pause and go back. Gives video more view time. Oh my god, maxor is so smart.
Oh, shit. I gotta eat. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Hello, I'm back. Imagine making a fan base of people that enjoys videos and realizing you need to do this for like every video in the future. This is the life of maxor. I do feel like it's gonna be pretty hard. When does it? What is his like interval of like posting videos anyway? Let me just take a bite of food. Thank you. Wait a minute. He spends 10 plus hours on 30s. Oh my god, that's long. Sorry. Sorry, I'm eating. Okay, there you go. I think I need my whole ass full attention to like understand all the words. His fourth latest video was like a year ago. Oh my
Oh, okay. Good luck.
And like he also plays, I mean, it's always like big game related as well.
So about that. So now that we've covered your motivations and the highly particular meta progression of this game, this skill is giving me +3 attack when wet. What the fuck? We are in the fucking explosion chamber, my guy. We need to go over.
When we what? When you wish upon a star. When we have penis explosion torture tomorrow. Excuse me? Excuse me?
We need to go over exactly what we're going to do with that skin and the best ways that we can export explosive warheads into monster foreheads, facilitating our builds using a vast array of armor sets with some of the most unhinged appearances that I have ever seen in a video game, utterly convincing me that we are not merely taking the bodies of our victims, but also their very essence and immortal souls. Japan is basically what happens when you let the circus declare independence. What I am trying to lie about right now is that your appearance and dress is a very important part of this game, with a lot of options to pick from.
What did he say earlier? EXO! Imagine the time it takes for him to not only think of the shit he's editing and the editing he said things. Yeah, that must take a lot of dedication. Holy shit.
For my guy, we need to go over exactly what we're going to do with that skin and the best ways that we can export explosive warheads into monster foreheads, facilitating our builds using a vast array of armor sets with some of the most unhinged appearances that I have ever seen in a video game, utterly convincing me that we are not merely taking the bodies of our victims, but also their very essence and immortal souls. Japan is basically what happens when you let the circus declare independence. What I am trying to lie about right now is that your appearance and dress is a very important part of this game, with a lot of options to pick from and an extremely in-depth character creator, which not only allows me, but encourages me to play the entire game as a sentient void, who has only known hunger and destruction for his entire—
it's so hard! Bruh. God noticing the co-equality of all members of the Trinity with one another, disproving heretical subordinationism.
Destruction for his entire eternal existence. Jesus Christ, get this fucking thing away from me. As well as enabling some truly amazing crossovers.
Mr. Squidward, I should take your fucking
Shit! Oh! Hard
But
edit,
perhaps
bro.
even more
That
important
was
than our
hard
large
edit.
selection of delightfully normal outfits is our choice of up to 14 ridiculously massive weapons. All of them completely different from each other, like the light bow gun, or the heavy bow gun,
The what?
or the bow, or the gun.
Bro, his edits makes you like want to like give a second look again. The what again? The what did you mean? The what did you mean by monster? Wait, did I see that right? The heavy bow gun. Okay.
Or the bow,
If you look,
or
just
the
look
gun.
down, license
And in order to
registration
better
plate.
educate you on how to best inflict animal disassembly, I have taken it upon myself to learn every single weapon.
That's
a course of
right!
action which you will soon see I am going
about
to
to
sincerely
die.
regret. This list is 100%
That
accurate,
Jindahan
and you
hunting
can
horn
watch it
is
in place of
actually
any
pretty
tutorial.
crazy.
Oh, he fell asleep. Hold up.
Wait, that's an attack!
Ow.
Sorry, Reese, I'm new to every weapon. The gun lance is the extremely slow, extremely defensive, and downright diabetic answer to the age-old question
Gun lance
of
is so
license
fire,
and
yeah.
registration. Because the only people in this
What
world
is a
that I can
license
trust
and
are my two
registration?
close friends, Smith and Wesson. Oh, look who fell asleep first at the sleepover.
Oh, sorry, I'm just scraping the serial number off my gun lance real quick.
Why?
Unspecified reasons.
This weapon is for stupid people who don't want to build stupid
Inside
things like
reflex?
elemental damage or the entire endgame weapon system, so you do exactly one combo on this weapon, and if the monster slips on a banana peel, you will unfortunately be forced to euthanize it. The lance is like the gun lance
The
if it
lance
was
lance.
bigger than your entire character for some reason and did not have a gun, making this the
Man,
perfect
I
choice for a
know.
diagnosed schizophrenic. This weapon is for people
Lance
who
is
really do not want to get hit,
kinda
and would
mid
rather
this-
directly
this-
face tank
this
an
season,
entire
honestly.
laser beam or the fire of a death god, rather than
It is
being
pretty
momentarily
fast. I mean,
exposed
it
to
is
sentient
faster,
thought.
but, like, it's kind of mid if
Coincidentally,
compared to,
the
like,
lance
the new-
directly scales
the
in its
new
effectiveness
set of
based on
other
how much
ones.
crack the monster is doing, because the more damage that you can perfect guard, the more damage
Hell
that you
yeah,
can
though.
deal.
Perfect
A
guard
utility
is
that is
fire.
extremely convenient when 90% of the monsters are all stupid and have 3 other hungry Chinese orphans to attack instead.
What does that mean?
Blocked them. The hammer is one of the most humane options in the entire game because
Humane?
it is capable of destroying the part of the monster's brain that can process pain, and is best utilized when
Bro,
charging up
I
gigantic
always
attacks
wanted
for
to, like,
absolutely longer than is
master hammer.
reasonably necessary.
I'm just really done with it.
Okay, so I gotta get closer, I gotta
the
get closer, I gotta get closer, I gotta get closer. Okay, now I'm closer.
Oh my god!
As well as getting together with your friends to build a house in Minecraft.
Most ripping.
I'm hitting this motherfucker with that diamond pickaxe shit.
It really does look like it's fucking...
The Insect Glaive is a weapon that enables the player to fly indefinitely, bypassing the majority of attacks and intended design of this game, as well.
Excellent. Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys for backing all the time. So you mount the monsters in this game. Where's the excellent? Did I not see that? Was that just was that just an illusion that I actually... There you go. Excellently designed. Thanks, Crapcom. No way!
Bypassing
To be
the
honest though,
majority-
the way you actually control with IG is pretty hard. I do if I do say so myself, you know. And also something that I kinda will eventually forget. Like if I don't play for like 2 weeks. But probably because IZ isn't technically my main.
Of attacks and
So maybe
intended
that's why I
design of
forget
this
the
game,
whole aspect
as
of
well
the
as sporting
combo.
a gigantic bee that you can tie C4 high
IZ
explosives
kinda,
to
I mean, like,
and
the
throw
gameplay of
directly
IZ is
into the
kinda
monster's
easier
ribcage.
to enroll.
And yes, there is an upgrade tree and an entire stat system dedicated
this
to
is
making
a
slightly
whole
different
other
bees.
universe
We
for
can
me.
also use the
Like the
Encyclave to
bee.
repeatedly mount the monster, allowing me to automatically spam my
Fuck
custom
off,
dialogue callouts to
Squidward.
completely random Japanese people. Which, fun fact, can be fully
Why is it
customized for a
always
variety
Japanese?
of actions, such as yelling truth nuke incoming whenever I place a bomb, and
Oh, that
preemptively
was so cool.
diagnosing the causes of my teammate's death, which is very funny.
Kill you, Max. They're never going to find the body.
Also, you can parry with this weapon while in midair. I parried that motherfucker at cruising altitude.
so cool.
I'm the fucking best. I love this game. That is my
Wait,
entire
I
weekly
remember
dopamine supply gone
parrying in
instantly.
IZ, but like that is
The
not.
sword and shield is
I mean, it wasn't
is,
that cool when I did it.
a weapon. You could certainly choose to play it,
SNS is fun.
or you could choose not to. The charge blade
SNS
is a
is
sword
fun!
and shield, which requires
No
a dual
way!
major in
He just skipped past that. SNS is so fucking cool. This
theoretical rocket science and Aboriginal
This
water
title, bro.
philosophy to actually
What the
use and
fuck?
play correctly. Do you like
Wait, sorry. I need to like start charge blade again. That's my weapon, bro. Ahazu. Fuck! There's no shit. No way.
You could
He just
certainly
like
choose
skipped
to play
that.
it. Or you could choose not to. The charge blade is a sword and shield which requires a dual major in theoretical rocket science and Aboriginal water philosophy
Bro,
to
what do you
actually
mean?
use and play correctly.
I
Do you
bunga my
like the
charge
idea
blade.
of switching dynamically between a nimble blade and a heavy axe? If so,
Because I
that's
don't
great,
use
because you're
SMG.
actually going to be playing as the
Never
chainsaw.
mind. It's all
A
sabotage.
chainsaw with a multi-step assembly process involving the separate charging of at least 2 different things by way of perfect blocking and wound taking and a charge combo and canceling another combo, and also you charge the sword and you can charge the vials faster and you can overload them, and you can find this on the next episode of How It's Made. Today on How It's Made. Please don't do this to me, I have a family.
what
Euthanasia
game?
gas is created by
Wait,
combining
wait,
the
wait,
flavor-
wait,
the
what game?
switch axe is the incredibly
No, wait, that's
satisfying
it?
portable microwave for those of us who like the idea of switching between a nimble blade and a heavy axe.
Oh hell yeah, that was.
Where
that
instead
was
of moving
so...
dynamically between 2
Bro,
heavily
that was so
contrasting
nice.
playstyles, we instead decide to randomly vibrate in place half the time, and then later
Vibrate.
discharge the internal components of a very large glow stick. An action which I can do several times in a row, because I slotted in the
Literally
funny
an
skill which
FRS
appears to
spam,
be
bro.
entirely bugged, and will double the time
Wait,
that
what was bugged? I didn't know that. What was bugged?
heavy axe. Where instead of moving dynamically between 2 heavily contrasting playstyles, we instead decide to randomly vibrate in place half the time, and then later discharge the
No one
internal
even
components of
uses,
a
bro,
very
no one
large
even
glow
uses
stick.
as
an action which I can do
SMG.
several times in a row, because I slotted in the funny skill which
Enhancer? Wait, enhancer was bugged? What do you mean? The year to follow that.
appears to be entirely bugged, and
What is bugged? Power prolonged PP was bugged? No way. No way. No way. Was not using all of that on release. Wait, really? No shit. I didn't know. Intentionally boost amp and power axe buff on swags, not bugged. Noise. I love the Alrico. My second favorite was LE Lands. I guess PP was bugged.
will double the time that I can spend doing that, thereby trivializing the monster health for the
really?
remaining 70 hours of gameplay.
I did
Very
not
balanced,
use
Crapcom.
swags
Please don't listen to the
early,
haters.
like,
The
on release,
Greatsword is the
actually.
tremendously damaging, tremendously high commitment weapon that spends about half its time doing
iconic.
nothing, and the other half
I can
delivering
wait.
monsters the approximate mass of the observable
Aura
universe.
farming, that's for sure.
This is the funny dopamine weapon, whose entire
Yeah.
utility and primary
Aura
playstyle
farm
consists
weapon.
mainly of ignoring your health bar and fishing for the funny
Aura farm
parry
weapon.
attacks.
Aura
Oh, that hits
farm
the spot,
weapon.
yeah. Which are absolutely unnecessary, extremely addiction forming,
That's
and
right.
comprises the entire basis of my build and playstyle.
That is
Do
very
not ask me to
right.
do anything useful, please. This is my main weapon, and I only know one of its moves.
Oh,
The
that's
longsword is the extremely wacky designated tool for the profession
right.
of aura agriculture, and is comprised entirely of the most extra attack.
Sorry. I had to like sink in the great sword. I didn't even realize the long
Which
sword
are
was already
absolutely unnecessary,
dead.
extremely
for-
addiction forming, and comprises the entire basis of my build and playstyle. Do not ask me to do anything useful, please. This is my main weapon, and I only know one of its moves. The longsword is the extremely wacky designated tool for the profession of aura agriculture.
Aura? No way! What do you mean? Isn't Greatsword aura farms better than longsword?
Extra attack animations that I have ever seen, alongside having two completely different pairing mechanics for seemingly no good reason, other than trying to look like a divorced dad's conception of intimidating. A true samurai does not concern himself with child support payments. Therefore, this weapon is always to be played entirely in character, complete with in-character clothing, in-character auto-communication, and a mandatory soundtrack.
Wait, I like that. What is that, bruh? Wait, no sounds? Ah, because they're...
entirely in character, complete with in-character clothing, in-character auto-communication.
I got this. My ambush will be swift. Oh my god. Life
and a mandatory soundtrack comprised entirely of Evanescence and skill hit. To me, Crazy Frog is just regular frog, and Monster Hunter is just regular hunter. But if it's the aesthetics of the grave that you crave, then look no further than the absolute hyperactivity of the dual blades.
Oh, that's it
the
for
only
longsword?
weapon in this entire game that you can play from beginning to end without needing to browse increasingly race.
Dual blades? Aura farming? I don't even know what I'm doing there! What do you mean? I'm Bashadi!
This is TikTok.
No way!
I am so stimulated right now. They got the dancing fruit and shit. Is this Monster Hunter Rise? These are the funny number dives, whose primary function is to keep the player increasingly and concerningly creative.
What I mean? Wait a minute. Philippine? Wait, is it Philippines mentioned, or is it a different Philippines? Holy shit. What did you mean by
preoccupied with transforming the screen into Cocomelon for math.
Cocomelon for what? Brother, I am so... What do you call that? I am overstimulated.
For mathematicians, all while juggling a variety of powered-up states, such as Demon Mode, which is used to charge up the Arch-Demon Mode, and perfectly evade your enemies to finally enter Gay Sex Mode. Okay.
How the fuck do I not know that?
I made that one up. That is not the name of the mode. But if you pick this weapon, you might as well be honest. The dual blades also come with one of the funniest attacks in the entire game, where you sort of just casually chain backflip along the entire length of any given monster, which against some monsters is
the best Pokemon mode, actually, I feel, is dual blades. Even though I do feel like it's a
little bit silly.
I think that's
the hunting horde is the preferred weapon for hunters who want to simulate Rock Band for engineering students, while unfortunately suffering from a praise cake. Because every single time you decide to heal your team, they are going to begin reenacting.
Bro, good thing I'm a hunting horn that does not heal.
The end of Evangelion.
Here, actually.
This is the most overpowered weapon in the entire game, solely due to its ability to give 3 exceptionally stupid baboons so many completely insane buffs and resistances that they will not even be able to kill themselves.
Maybe. I've been seeing a bunch of like speedruns of hunting horn.
What are these fucking buffs you keep giving me? I don't know what any of this means and it scares me. With the only caveat being that this
wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube.
This weapon has so many combinations to perform with so many variations that you have to have the button guide on the top right of your screen at all times.
Yeah, bro, I need that.
To play the video game.
Holy fucking shit.
Even then, playing would be a generous term. The bow is the popular and charismatic range option which behaves less like a precision projectile passer and more like a shotgun that is mounted on a surfboard. This weapon has a very evasive and reactive playstyle, whereupon the player reacts to everything the monster does by running out of stamina and collapsing like an anemic hamster. Nevertheless, when you actually have energy, the bow has the ability to dodge everything in the game, take every move on the monster with funny tracking arrows, much to the annoyance of everyone else, and use at least 5 different varieties of illicit drugs with which to fire directly into the monster's exposed veins. Because just doing damage to them is no longer enough, and I want this white devil to suffer before he dies. The heavy bowgun and its legally distinct
The
counterpart,
heavy bowgun.
the light bowgun, are
The
just
LGBT.
actual modern machine guns
I
with
knew
no
it!
bow involved in the equation.
what I saw
Those
earlier.
are just bullets coming out. These weapons are
To
extremely
be fair
versatile.
though, I do feel like LBG and HBG got easier in Wilds as like compared to
allowing you
World.
not only the choice between a large amount of ammunition,
Or probably
as well as the
because
privilege to individually purchase
there
every
were-
single
there were
variety
a
in
lot
the
of,
local
like,
Costco
augmentation in
at your
fucking
personal
World.
expense, but also the choice between an ungodly, incomprehensible variety of stats, all of which can be individually modified for
Never
your
mind,
personal
there's still
preference.
more.
So long as you can understand the Excel spreadsheet.
Well, maybe
But
because
my
I don't
God,
understand. I
once you
didn't
get
do
past
that.
all that shit, it is incredibly funny to
Maybe
spray
because
the
I didn't do
dinosaurs
all
with
of that.
literal machine gun fire, so as to remind them that they are not the ones who are made in God's image. And so as the Father has created mankind, so must mankind create the United States military. Dude, this is exactly what I play third-person action games for. Point-and-click adventure game. The current objective is to keep the gun away from my mouth, and I'm currently failing. But in order to properly use and abuse our profuse amount of obtuse juice, we have to first integrate our literally hundreds of choices with thousands of variations to consider, such as, do I want the weapon skill that gives me damage when I roll 3 times every 20 seconds, while wearing 4 pieces of a specific armor set that also gives me resistance to impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams on a fucking Tuesday the 12th? Into our myriad of
this
builds with a great deal of important considerations, the most prominent of which being your weapon element or status effect. Unless, of course, you
What
are
is that?
playing as a gun,
Bruh.
in which case your weapon element is also going to be gun. Now, I
Hmm.
won't be getting into every element because, dear God, what is this shit? But my favorite
Bro, I don't even know that shit. What the fuck? I just actually hit, to be honest.
dear God,
Yo, blast and like blast and that's basically what I did on like base. I mean the whole ass story of Wilds. I just used paralysis and like blast
into
and
our
call it a
myriad of
day.
builds with a great deal of important considerations, the most prominent of which being your weapon element or status effect. Unless, of course, you are playing as a gun, in which case your weapon element is also going to be gun. Now, I
Yep.
won't be getting into
Yep.
every element because
Look at that. Wait, what are these? Oh, paralysis. Okay. Oh, this is the element. What is this? What does this mean, bub? Most weakness is like 3 star? Or whatever? I don't know. What the fuck? And why is it only greatsword here? Just okay.
dear
Are
God,
you a hammer
what is this shit?
enjoyer?
But my
I
favorite
wanna be a hammer pro.
selections of
actually.
elemental damage would
Oh
have to
my-
include the
fucking
dragon
love
element, which is a type of animal and
Yeah,
not a
dragon element
primordial
is
force,
actually
Capcom.
the only
The blast element,
element that I
because
know.
every monster is weak to my bee-powered hand grenade. And by far the funniest element in the entire game, the sleep element, which is used to prank all of the monsters by waiting for them to fall asleep and then placing a deadly amount of high explosive barrels directly in front of their faces.
Jesus Christ!
Funny enough, I
God.
don't actually
Alright, I'm
have
gonna-
any
actually, look, can I
barrels
use my
bombs
heaviest
on
hitting
my,
attack
on
on
my
him?
shit.
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, man.
I do
think
have
this
like
might
a
be
swag.
like-
I think I hit the wrong button, by the way.
I gotta put this away fast.
No, you don't.
When ready when you are, Max, you detonate.
Tell my wife that I was goaded with the sauce.
Alright, just place the bomb. Alright, just place another bomb.
This is very fun on like.
I have a lot of clips
on first
involving
base,
bombs.
though.
So now that we have a good understanding of our many implements of peaceful relocation, it is time for us to take our domestic violence international and replace
What
our
do you
casual disregard for
mean?
animal life with a ranked
serious.
competitive one instead. Because to truly combat the animals of
Disregard.
Monster Hunter, you must not only know yourself, know your weapon, know your armor
No
build,
one
and know
actually
which
uses. What is that? What?
the animals of Monster Hunter, you must not only know yourself, know your
No
weapon.
one actually uses the light bowgun, bro. No one actually uses the light
know your armor
bowgun.
build, and know which mushroom color corresponds to which buffs, like a very unhealthy game of Simon Says. But must also understand the incredibly violent ecosystem in which we hunt, as well as the gigantic living PC destroyers that choose to
Squidward fans, Squidward.
inhabit it. So with the understanding that I have thus far forgotten to show the monsters now in mind, please allow me to describe to you the content of these monster hunting wilds, and why half
Yay,
of it makes
monster
absolutely
time.
no logical sense, both geographically as well as constitutionally. Starting, of course, with the Welcome to the sand-laden dunes of the Windward Plains, one of the most horrifically hostile locations known to mankind due to its seasonal tendency to jump between the likes of violent sandstorms, apocalyptic lightning hurricanes, and a special kind of weather condition exclusive to this game called the GPU load tornado, in which the environment is so brimming with
Wait, have you actually experienced this?
miracle of life
Nah,
that the
it's
sheer
not
number
that
of
heavy
on-screen
for
animals
me.
will make your
That's
PC beg for the
definitely
sweet release of death more than
It's only heavy actually if I'm on a hunt, but like if I'm like, you know, just
the monsters that are
exploring around, it's not
contained
that
within.
heavy.
This
Even
area
if
is
I
home to a bunch of
fight, like,
silly little guys
on
whose
the
primary
spot.
defense against human predation is that they are so stupid and so
Maybe
absolutely
it's
worthless
the-
that you will
maybe
be
the
forced to question
problem is,
why you
like,
were even
the
hunting
other-
them in
the
the first
hunter
place.
who posted
You guys
it.
baked a stupid fucking rotisserie chicken for me. I'm playing Minecraft.
Minecraft?
This shit is just like Steve's lava chicken.
He
Holy
ain't
shit.
wrong. Honestly though, he's not wrong.
I love this attack. This is so cool.
Oh my god. With the only exception being the insanely aggressive biological war crime known only as Ray Dow, who has a face that transforms into a gigantic railgun,
Ray Dow's
which
so
he uses
cool.
almost exclusively on every
Big
other monster
Mac.
found within a 10-mile radius.
Oh my
This
god.
is why we have to kill you, dude. You're fucking up the ecosystem. Oh, please, God, don't kill him. Please don't kill him. No, 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 no. He was so young. I don't know what the fuck is up with that.
Railgun
Lightning
ammo,
pterodactyls
man.
just got beef today.
Oh, Max!
The Scarlet Forest is the crowded and exceptionally vertical home to most of the fresh water on the entire planet Earth, varying greatly in gameplay between the Blue Water season, the Blood Water season, and the Flood Water season, during which times about the same variety of monsters can be found at basically any time. This area is home to a bunch of horrifically vibrant death machines, who are as violent,
garden.
ruthless, and terrifying as they are exceptionally
La
stupid to
Labarina
look
is
at,
so cool,
with some
though.
of my favorites being
It's
the
just really hard
nefarious
to-
Yon Cuckoo.
You're gonna love this
Or
one.
maybe
Just
it's
wait
just
till you
me.
see what he does next.
Dude, that's his 4th tail whip attack.
Enjoying the hunt so far, Hunter? Resharpen your
Yan
weapon. You'll
Kuku
love
is
this
so
next
fucking annoying! Holy shit.
This is like the only move he does. It's insane. I broke it.
It's one against the wall.
Yeah, I broke the Yon Cuckoo. He's broken. I don't even know how this happens. The funny fire hose fox that can instantly kill endgame builds in one singular attack.
I
What
don't
the
hunt.
fuck am I even skinning
I
you
don't
for?
hunt Mizu
While
now.
also forcing you to hilariously slip and slide around the fight by covering your body in an inconvenient amount of soap.
So
Oh,
annoying,
please, God
though,
help me.
yeah.
I've been hit with the shower status effect. It does critical damage against gamers.
So
As
annoying.
well as the gigantic pink monkey who primarily attacks your party by farting and shitting on them. Which you have to
Farter!
believe is
Excuse
not a
me.
mod and is an actual feature in the game,
Barfing.
proving definitively that the
pungent
Scarlet
scent.
Forest is the
Do
closest
people
thing
even
that
bring
God has made to
deodorant,
a
though?
mistake.
I
The
don't
oil
even
well
bring-
basin is frankly
Don't
the
even
scariest
bring-
goddamn ecosystem I have ever seen in a
just
Monster
let-
Hunter
I
game,
just
and the
let,
sheer
like,
implication of its
the-
very existence frankly
I just
threatens the
let the
peaceful
skills
continuation
debuff.
of all life on this planet, functioning as the environmental equivalent of a full-scale nuclear meltdown, while leaking enough carbon into the atmosphere to make the combined output of every Chinese steel mill look like an absolute
mean,
fucking
bro?
joke. Varying between its seasonal cycles by first leaking an entire ocean's worth of straight-up crude oil before some guy eventually decides to light a single cigarette and causes all of the oil to violently explode
One
over a
cigarette.
period of 6 entire months. Come visit the oil well basin. We are a country-sized gas leak. Consequently, the animals that live in the oil well basin are very disturbing in design, such as the example of the humble Rompopolo, who has the body of a wacky-waving inflatable arm-flailing tube man, but
so
can
fun to
deflate himself
bully.
extremely easily because his hands are made
I
of
think
swords,
Chata and
with a
Rompopolo
diet
are
consisting
the
entirely of crude oil,
most
which, as you
favorite
will recall,
monsters to bully,
is on fucking fire for half the year, and whose primary natural enemy is an extremely angry, exploding gorilla.
Ajarakan is the
fuck, I made a
most
mistake.
fun to offset though.
Bro goes to the
I
gym in a
think.
goddamn landmine. I don't know what this is.
Ajarakan
Please don't
and
expect me to
like-
know what this is.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's his body slam.
What the fuck?
What
As
the
well
fuck?
as the example of the funny computer melting octopus, who has the unique
Bro!
mechanic of purposefully
This bitch lags. This bitch actually crashes me so bad, man. Holy fucking shit.
attacking your computer with 10,000
New
different
Ultra
particle
is the
effects,
GPU
so as to
load,
crash the
man.
device
That's
drivers
going
of
to, like,
anyone that
crash
is
your
currently
PC.
fighting him. I don't even know what the fuck I'm fighting, Reese. There's too many particle effects in this goddamn game. Won't someone please think of the YouTube bitrate? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's firing the computer killer again. Crapcom is so innovative with their gameplay, I genuinely feel threatened right now. They made it so the boss actually heats up your room while fighting him. I would like to revise my previous
making the
opinion.
word-
This is the closest thing that God has made to a
No,
mistake.
it's immersion.
The
Quote,
Ice Shard
unquote.
Cliffs is the
Actually.
confusing to navigate, snow-covered nightmare realm primarily populated by increasingly aggressive apes and awfully alarming arachnids, featuring two extremely diverse seasons that I can definitely tell the difference between, both of which are some variety of cold and exceptionally gray. This area features a multifarious selection of
Yeah, you know
amazingly
what?
demonic
You can't
entities,
tell-
which provides
you
a
actually
very
can't
unique
tell the
contrast with
weather
the
conditions
single
in-
enemy who is a completely normal monkey for some reason, whom I will remind you is unlocked for our hunting convenience after fighting the dragon that is made out of other
Wait,
dragons.
lock? Wait, really?
Why does this fight
Lava
even
is locked?
exist in the game? What
forgot.
is even the possible utility of hunting this thing? And who is this fight actually supposed to be for?
Why
The
you
answer is me. I
bullying
had to skin 5 of them
Lava?
alive specifically for this joke. I am so fucking sick of tempered Rathalos, dude. Can we just like, can we just go beat a monkey to death with a baseball bat or something? It is really important to me. It's what I do to unwind. By the way, that voice you keep hearing in the background is my brother. He's not very talkative, but he has killed 23 Nursillas.
Good job.
And he's not going to stop anytime soon. The Ice Shard
Good
Cliffs
job.
also contains one of the most angry and aggressive demons that you can possibly
Gore
encounter
is
in
so
this
hard
game.
for me,
This
bro.
is
I
Gormagala,
love
and
Gore,
he
but, like,
does
he's
not
so
care where you
fucking
are,
hard.
does not care what you are currently fighting, and certainly does not care how many times you have already tried to escape him. If
I'm so
Gormagala is
excited
even
for
remotely on the
Shagaru,
same
though.
planet as you, he is going to kill the monster
I mean,
that you
because
are
Gore
already
is here, I'm
trying to
pretty
hunt
sure Shagaru
before
will
moving
be,
on to
right?
facilitating your
Hoping.
convenient commute to the afterlife. Oh, hi, little guy. What the fuck are you doing here? What's up? Why does bro have beef with the concept of personal space too?
Gormagala,
We are kind
no
of busy
shot!
fighting a nuclear apparition that is passing
No
out in the corner.
shot!
Gormagala, this is no time to do
Gormagala.
back shots with a bomb. That was the third time he attacked us in the same
That
hunt, and
fucking bro, that very narrow pathway. That's the most
fourth one made me
annoying
crash the
place
fuck
ever
out.
to like hunt on.
hi, Gormagala. What are you doing here for the
What are
fourth
you
time in a fucking
doing?
row? What's going on, man?
Wait, really?
Welcome
He
back to
doesn't
the
go
fight.
that
My penis was
often
almost
on my
unshredded
hunt
today.
on random
I
shit.
had to do so much audio engineering to make that sound good, by the way, because the original was kind of
Oh my god. I'm gonna run around the whole arena. I'm running suicides. The fitness grand pacer test.
We'll now begin the push-up section.
Bro,
The
he's like
ruins
aura
of
farming,
Wyveria
honestly.
is a uniquely magical, utterly bizarre kingdom founded on the remnants of a now extinct and highly advanced civilization, brought low
will,
and
like,
eventually destroyed by their hubris when, instead of inventing something sensible like healthcare or basic firearms, funneled their immense brilliance into crafting living, fire-breathing
Zoe
bioweapons
is
with
also,
a
like, a
reputation for destroying
heavy
entire
ass-
ethnicities, only to become surprised when it turns out that arming your own ecosystem was not a sustainable
Rathalos
investment
crash
strategy.
out.
As a result of this, Wyveria contains a wide selection of highly volatile constructed infants to fight with a lot of modifiers preceding their names. Yes, I am looking at
What?
you, Tempered Guardian Ebony Odogarin, as well as a completely random selection of monsters pulling from the most annoying population of every surrounding region, including but not limited to a lot of animals that definitely should not be in Tyrannosaurus Alley right now, as well as the monsters that shredded my asshole open in every other area of this game, now migrating to Martin Luther King Boulevard to put the ops on site again. Ha 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 ha! No!
Okay.
Well, he got there on
I
time.
want where there's derivatives.
Kyle, what the fuck are you even talking about? I literally don't think I have to take the... What is he doing? What is he fucking doing?
He's fighting the.
What
he's
is he
fighting the
doing?
insect, the bug. Actually,
Get the
right?
fuck down from there! Okay, Squidward, I'm gonna show you my big ass clarinet real fast.
Oh,
Yes! I better not
nice.
catch you with the fucking bubble bowl again,
And
dude.
this was like bro, isn't this like pre-hammer? Pre-hammer.
Where'd he go? Don't fuck, don't fuck!
hammer fix?
Like right before he dropped down on me, I was like, oh, where'd he go?
He's gonna crash down again.
So to end our extensive deep dive into the secrets of mass extinction and my intellectual thesis on how to best accelerate it, you may have come to the conclusion that this game seems slightly complicated and of fairly considerable girth. But I can assure you, there is absolutely no need to worry about that, as I have extensively documented this game for hundreds of hours and
go.
still don't know what is happening in it. Fortunately, through the glorious advent of online multiplayer, my personal weaknesses can be swiftly transformed into problems for the entire team. Because contrary to your initial impressions, Monster Hunter is more than just a game about hunting monsters, but is instead a grand, collaborative exercise in a most collective confusion. Prominently exemplified by the fact that the main method of communication with your team is an arcane system of developer-sanctioned memes, which you can send at any time to anyone in your party, serving all of your articulation obligations with a funny variety of insane messages, used in situations like when your friend is beating himself off, when you need your friend to stop beating himself off, when you yourself have finished beating yourself off, when you have a brilliant idea, when you need to express radical political sensibilities, balls,
what is it, Elon salute, bro?
Your execution date is tomorrow, and when your dad is telling you why he left the family all those years ago.
Milk and Dad!
Subsequently, after finishing what this game calls a story and entering our final location of the video, we will be able to choose from a wide assortment of normal and non-violent activities, such as going bowling with a series of non-violent explosives, arm wrestling your friends while a random person gets a little too close, investigate your psychotic friends' custom profiles to discover that they have for some reason killed 244 Archvelds, and really want you to know about it, as well as use a variety of emotes to express yourself, which are infinitely repeatable and extremely loud for some reason. I am in hell.
Bro, I don't do that. I've never done that. Actually, I haven't thought about doing that. Holy fuck.
Genuinely, how are you allowed to do this? Me, when I set fire to the local Walmart, I told the judge it was just an emote. Also, in one of the greatest choices ever made by a developer, our Gathering Hub comes built in with actual musical theater, featuring a serious and lore-significant performance that concludes with a gigantic flashbang. Oh, holy shit, it's so bright! Greatly enhanced and enriched in every single way, merely by the fact that you and your friends can aggressively pelt fireworks directly into the vocalist for the duration of the entire show.
I miss us doing this. There was like, you know, do you guys remember the time where we were just like bonding over the Grand Hub and like listening to like, there were so many people. I think I recorded that, you know? I'm gonna go back to that clip. I recorded like the time when we were so many on Grand Hub.
Hatsune Miku, please, I am your biggest fan. I just wanted to show my appreciation. Overall, the thing that makes Monster Hunter great is not just limited to the combat, but rather is a complex ritual of preparation, cultivation, cooperation, and acceleration, where actual strategy is more of a suggestion, and biology is barely a mention, a place where fashion matters much more than function, and the difference between a successful hunt and total disaster is whether or not I ate an egg today. Moral of the story is, the real hunt is the friends that we made along the way. And ultimately, what's actually important is not that you understand Monster Hunter, but rather, you just need to look like you do. That is it for this video, guys. Please buy the cup and mouse pad. And to fool YouTube into thinking that this is a good video, please leave a very nice comment about how you were extremely satisfied with the quality of the maxor experience. As always, more insane gacha game content to come. And I sincerely hope that this game will consume your life slightly less than it has consumed mine.
There's a lot of Uma. Excuse me. Divine light. Bro, I'm overstimulated as fuck. Jesus Christ, that was tough, man. I'm just looking. It is kind of tough, honestly. Maybe do we get better at like comprehending it over time? Do you guys think it like that? I saw apparently maxor is a JP Uma player. No way, he's already playing on JP. That's crazy. Hinting Uma as his next content. Yeah, I do feel like, I mean, if you look at his recent video, only consists of probably a Uma. What do you call that? Uma airtime. There's like a lot of Uma airtimes here actually, as compared to like other games. I think guys, he's going to post an Uma video soon. He's gonna bark on Still Love. Oh man, holy shit. I saw Still Love's animations. Wait, she's only available on JP, right? Oh my god. She's the yandere one. Holy. Okay, that was too much for my small brain, so we're not gonna watch another video because I need to absorb all of that. I need to absorb all of that, bro. Holy shit. It's not even... The attention was there, the comprehension probably wasn't. You know, comprehending... I mean, appreciating the text that, like, maxor put on. Real, no cap.